You can't do that. By law, you wasn't supposed to go in my house at all.
We never did.
On August 17th, 2022, officers were dispatched to a neighborhood in response to a report of shots fired.
Man, what's going on? You get shot? You get shot?
I'm good. I'm good.
What happened? Hold up. You're limping, man. Slow down. What's going on? Hold up.
I don't know.
Hang on a second. What's going on? What happened?
I don't know. I got to get my car.
Hold up a second. What's going on?
I don't know. It's all right. I don't know.
Bro. Okay, hang on. Just patting you down, bro.
I ain't got nothing.
Don't walk off. Sir, stop.
I got to go to my car.
Stop, man.
Hold up. Relax.
Listen, calm down. It's okay. We're not saying you did nothing, all right? We got gunfire. We got people pointing to you saying somebody was probably coming after you. We got to figure out what's going on. Okay.
You okay? You need to be in the car with me?
I got to get my mama car.
Where's
We'll get there in
it?
a moment. We'll get there in a moment.
Right there at the next door to Ebony house. Joe, go get that car. The keys in it.
Go get the car for 34. So
What's going on? You were in the area. What'd you hear?
I just heard the gunshots.
When?
Just now. Hello?
Do me a favor. Just relax. Here, lean up against this car. Relax for a minute. Right over here. Just lean up against it. What's going on? You gotta know something. You gotta know.
I don't know, bro.
Just relax.
I don't know. Just heard the shots.
What'd you see when you heard the shots?
Shit, it was just me with females.
You and females?
And
Where?
3 little dudes. I don't even know.
You said little dudes, like kids?
Little dudes.
Teenagers?
Yeah.
What'd they look like?
I don't know. They ran on the side of the house. I don't know.
What house?
Oh.
From where?
Right there.
They ran up and around that way? Which way they go? Hey, stand up for me. Which way they go?
They went that way, towards the projects.
Towards 34, be advised the suspects may have run towards.
The man appeared quite standoffish and was reluctant to provide much information beyond a certain point. While he didn't offer a description of the teens, another witness reported seeing one teen wearing a white shirt and black pants, and the other shirtless. Using the details from both sources, officers followed up and investigated the location where the man indicated the teens had fled.
That's my son. What you need? He just got his shirt off. What's wrong?
Yeah, if he's matched the description, someone we're looking for. Give me a second.
He matched the description. That's my son. He wouldn't need.
Okay.
What's his name? Because we ain't got no reason to run from nobody. What he need?
I ain't running.
And, bro, no one said you're running. I'm Officer Stevenson. How you doing, man? I'm Officer Stevenson. That's it.
What's up?
Hey, so I got a call. We got some gun discharge over here. All I got is a black male, no shirt, walking this way.
He just took the shirt off.
In the car, just got out the car.
I believe you, 100%. I was told this by somebody else. Okay. So if Mom's willing to, I'll get her statement and her information and yours, and that'll be it.
While the officer was running their information in the system, the other teenager, allegedly involved in firing the weapon, arrived at the scene. When officers attempted to question him, chaos erupted.
Hey, my man. All right, so let me get your name too as well, man.
No, back up. You ain't asking me shit. What the mic?
That man got a shirt on.
What the mic?
He got a shirt on.
Asking me shit.
Shirt on. He do not need to be. I got that.
For real. Ain't nobody y'all picking out.
We just gave the name, that's it. We just got the name.
That's a child. You can't question him.
Where's his mom? Where's his mom?
I'm his sister. I'm his adult.
Where's his mom?
No, I'm the parent. That's him.
No.
Yeah, I'm the parent. That's him. You ain't got to talk to him. You ain't even got to. You ain't got a school club.
Y'all messing with me because I'm black.
Man, go in the house first before I turn up. For real, go in the house before I turn up. And I won't be leaving in the police car. I promise you that.
Hey, go back. I'm talking to some chinning on. Look, they trying to be no this
What are you doing? What you doing? I need
Coming out on another single point 6, Highway 30.
My man. You can stop. Come on.
Don't touch me.
Bro, don't touch me.
On scene with 23.
Don't touch me. Back up, y'all.
No, I just told you he ain't got shit to do. My brother just came out of the house. You're not talking to him. You're not talking to him. I'm his parent. I'm his guardian. Don't talk to him.
It doesn't matter.
Be a child. Don't talk to him.
You tried that earlier today. It didn't work with the BOE. It's not going to work with us.
Where's your parents? You know what? Detain her. Get her identified. And get her over here towards the car.
Relax. Relax.
Trying to just chill out.
You're just being detained. You're just being detained.
Relax. Relax.
That's all. You're not going to jail. You're being detained. 22 Charlotte 1. We have one black male detained.
Stop trying to slip my cuff.
You're not gonna slip to those cuffs.
Thanks, son.
All you're gonna do is gonna hurt yourself. That's it.
You think that?
Okay.
Thank you.
Just put it.
Hey, cuz, what the f*** you doing? Why they be mad having me?
Pushing around on me.
I ain't pushing around you. I'm trying to check my face. You got me f***ed up. Yo.
23, the bond are going to use that subject white shirt came back outside.
Please. Take
Oh,
a seat.
okay. I thought you was gonna say please.
Please take a Please. Sit down.
You ain't gotta force me. I got
Sit
my
down.
own manners.
I've been asking you. I said please, and you won't move. So please
I don't gotta
take a
move
seat.
when you want me
Yes,
to.
you will.
Please.
I ain't gotta move when you want me
do.
to. No, I don't.
Please.
I don't.
Please take a seat because I don't want to do this today.
Alright, but stop trying to push me in this shit.
I'm not
I can
pushing
sit down
you.
by
Then
myself.
sit down.
Let me go then.
No.
No, I ain't sitting down. You're gonna have to sit me
Oh,
down
I'm
yourself.
sorry.
I promise you that.
I really don't want to do this.
You don't
Just sit
then
down.
do it. Then you gonna have to. I
Just sit
promise
down.
you that you're gonna have to.
Go ahead and sit down. Go ahead and sit down.
Stop me, supervisor.
I should just resist him.
Miss, how old is she?
Mom, I got that on record.
She's got obstruction already.
Yeah,
Up in jail.
Calm down before you go to jail.
Did she kick you?
Man, no,
kick you?
because what they had no right questioning that man in.
What's her name?
He had the shit to do with that shit tonight.
I'm just a neighbor.
Okay, I need you to leave out of here then if you're a
Okay,
neighbor.
well, I'm waiting on her mama. Her mama.
Okay.
That's my sister. I don't
Her mom over there.
23 to bond or any of the units. That subject, white shirt, came back outside if you want to get him.
Hold on, gotta go. All right, hold on. Man, all we trying to do is get his information, get him ID. That's all we trying to do.
That's a minor.
That's it. Minor or not, I can still identify him.
Well, his mom on the way.
And that don't make a difference unless I'm asking him questions that could incriminate him. Asking him who he is doesn't incriminate anybody. That's not how that works. If you have a law degree, then come talk to me.
That's all. Y'all don't have to worry about her going to jail.
What's your name?
I don't know. I don't speak English.
You need to get in the house.
That seemed pretty good English to me.
He out here playing.
But you trying to block me out, fool,
See, you should never came back outside. Why did you even come back out the door, first of all?
TJ just told me that.
Stay, sit your
Okay,
time.
but listen, you still supposed to stay your ass in the house.
Hold on.
Now you got to get back there.
What y'all touching me
You're
for?
getting detained now since you don't
All
ID yourself.
right, but y'all just detained
Y'all
right
touching me
there.
for?
You're being detained, I already told you.
How you gonna arrest them after not getting done?
Detained, not arrested.
And you need to shut the f*** up.
There you go, love. You had your chance to do all that. You had your chance to do all that.
I'm still not telling y'all my name on my mom.
Ma'am, he's being detained because he failed to identify himself.
Look, bro, why you batting me down, though, bro?
You gotta make sure ain't no narcotics
I ain't
or
even
nothing
do
like
nothing
that,
because
man.
they still trying to figure out my name, and I won't tell them my name.
That right there, he's got to
telling
give
y'all
us
my
his
name.
name.
I don't care about
You're required by
that,
law
brother.
to.
That's fine. Have a
I'm
seat.
tripping.
You're required to, man.
I don't got to tell y'all shit. I know my rights, brother. You tripping.
Your rights are one thing, but you're breaking the law right now. Obstruction. Okay, failure to identify yourself in public housing.
Okay. So, if he won't give us his info, let's at least try to get mom's info to give her a call.
Mom was on the way,
Unscrew this.
and then try to go, well, y'all can't question him. I said, no, I'm trying to identify him, not question him.
That's it.
The neighbors reached out to the mother of the 2 detained teenagers, and she was quite upset upon hearing the news.
Ma'am, this is Detective Bond with the Savannah Police Department. Are you close by, ma'am? You're on. Your son matched the description of someone that we had just a couple of blocks from here and did not want to identify himself, tried to run. I'm assuming this is his sister over here as well. Ma'am, I get that they may have bad experiences, but when somebody matches the description of something that we were given, especially in close proximity and close time frame for what we had, they can't just up and run whenever we make the stop. That's why I was trying to get them to understand, but your son right now is detained due to failure to identify. Okay. Ma'am.
Hey you, don't take Sean to the jail.
We're not taking anybody to jail right now, my buddy. It's okay. Okay? But, man, he still is not free to walk away. He is still not free to not identify himself. And we do need to get his information. We need to get your daughter's information as well. Can you help me out with their information? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Mom is pissed. Mom is pissed, but she is on the way.
She was over here.
She said she's almost here.
The mother arrived a few minutes later.
Why y'all knock on my door?
Okay.
I didn't knock on your door. That's finished. The key
right.
outside. Walked up and asked me what's his name.
All right, so this is what we got.
First of all, I'm going to stop you right there. Don't rush into shit. Y'all don't pay for shit. Don't rush into the house and grab nothing that belonged to me. If it was a problem, you should have asked one of my neighbors. Let my neighbors call me, and I would have came over here with no problem. Don't rush up on my kids. And don't rush at nothing that y'all don't pay for. You know you can't do that by law. You wasn't supposed to go in my house at all.
We never did.
Man,
He came back out.
I got a video of all that
Number one. Number two,
shit.
we had a shots fired incident really close by. Your son matches the description along with somebody else. The other guy wound up stopping and cooperating and giving us his info. We needed to talk to your son and get his info and get your info. And
what you need my information
is this
for?
your, because we're
Both
talking to your
of them are
son.
mine, and you got them in a car for what?
Because she was trying to help him run away. She was trying to prevent us from talking to him. She was trying to prevent
She's the guardian when I'm not here.
Doesn't matter. She does not have that right to prevent us from talking to
So
him.
if I have a problem with you guys, because you guys have literally picked on me, one of you guys have literally been standing in my doorway. I'm standing in my door and minding my business, and one of your officers pull out a gun on me, turn around, and another officer body slam me. You think I'm not gonna run from all y'all?
I don't know nothing about what happened with that. What I'm saying is that your son matched the description that we were given of a serious incident. So yes, we had to stop him. When we find somebody matching that description, ma'am, they are not just free to go.
Let them out the car?
No, we need to get their information first.
No, you can let them out the car.
No,
They're
ma'am.
not gonna give you the information because I don't trust y'all.
That is not how that works, ma'am. We have got to get their information. We've got to get everything taken care of. Can you please just help us out?
Stevenson know all my kids.
We also need their information.
He knows all of their information.
Okay. Hang on.
That's right. What's up, man?
How old is she?
Why?
We need to know how old she is, ma'am.
She's of legal age to have a right to with his say so when I'm not here.
That's not what I'm asking for. Is she 18 or older? 17 or older?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and get the paperwork started for misdemeanor adult 1095 on the obstruction. So that way we can get her identified and then we can get her out of here. And then she'll just have her time in court.
Have her time in court for what?
Obstruction.
What is obstruction? How is that
Obstruction.
obstruction and she's checking on her brother?
Preventing us from talking to him,
He's not
helping
going
him
to
get
talk
away.
to you.
We still need to identify him. She
Okay.
physically barred us from being able to figure stuff out. And then she also was refusing to identify herself when she was detained because of how
If
she was
she
behaving.
says that's my brother, it should have been in discussion. Then you should have
is
said,
not.
okay, well this is the situation, and explain something to her. She's going to be protected.
She was out here when we explained everything to her about what happened.
No, I'm gonna let my turn out of this car.
Can we get her name and her date of birth so we can...
No, because y'all not about to lock my child up for some bullshit.
Right now it's a
no.
misdemeanor. She's not going to jail. No, she keeps trying to break my window. Then we're looking at something different.
A misdemeanor for what? It's not obstruction. It's not obstruction
and
if I
disorderly
step
conduct.
in. But if I step in and I'm the parent and I'll be like, oh, this and that, and I push my child out the way.
If you're physically touching an officer to get him, stop him,
Yes.
So
it is
you need to
obstruction.
tell me if you're this close and I step in and I do this,
First
and push
off,
my child.
don't do that. Don't do that. I get you were trying to
Are you Miss
explain,
Holman?
but don't do that.
Is that
Yes.
your name? Okay.
Okay.
Yukara? Did I pronounce that right?
Close enough.
But when she does that, yes, it is obstruction. Especially since always.
Since when?
Whenever somebody hinders us from completing our investigation, that's obstruction. Whether they hinder us, that is obstruction. She physically hindered. She didn't just like say like, oh no, somebody's not here, and then we have to go and look for somebody else. She physically hindered, as well as yelling and screaming about how we're gonna have to take her to jail and how she's gonna mess somebody up today. She did it. We tried to get her over here. We tried to just detain her, sit her in the car. She wants to resist sitting in the car. I don't know why.
Yes. Okay, so this is what I'm not understanding. The same example I just gave you, I have done that plenty of times. So I'm not understanding how is that obstruction. As a matter of fact, I have uncles that work for you all, and I've done it to them. I have done it to officers that came out here. I get right in the middle and push and do just like this. So how is that obstruction? And nobody
but I guarantee you never touch me.
I don't even know you.
I know you don't. I know you don't. Hopefully.
I seen you this morning with the bullshit.
With the bus,
and that's why I came and got them then.
Right. But she was doing the same thing then. She was trying to identify as their parent. Not as their sister, as their parent, as their guardian.
Well, technically...
I get that she's babysitting, and I get that she's old enough to watch them when you're gone. I 100% get that. But with BOE and with us, when it comes to juveniles, we need their parent. Not their brother and sister that's of the age, not their babysitter, their parent.
Oh, because I was told they can talk to her if I'm not around because she's on his paperwork.
As a legal guardian. If she provided that paperwork as a legal guardian, that's great.
No, I just know she's on all the paperwork for them to like emergency contacts. She's on the paperwork.
Emergency contact is still different. It's still different. I could put you as my emergency contact.
Oh no, but I mean like she literally goes to the school if I can't make it. If they have parent-teacher meetings, her and my son are on their paperwork to do anything.
Well, that's what BOE was saying today, and it's the same with us. When we deal with juveniles, we have to deal with parents or legal guardians. That's just how it is. I get that she's babysitting. Now, if it was just a question of like somebody was like, hey, can you check on these kids? Their mom's not there. And we knocked on the door and we saw her there and nothing was going on, of course that's fine. That's no problem at all. Because she's able to watch them. She's legally able to watch them. She's of age. She's of sound mind. But when she identifies as a parent, that's different. When it comes to this, when it comes to investigations and we have to deal with actual parents and guardians, we have to deal with actual parents and guardians, not brothers and sisters, even if they are of age. She was 42. We still would need you to deal with the kids.
Well, that's different because last time they were talking to her and she called me until I pulled up. So that's why I'm confused about everything.
You're talking about this morning?
No, period. If I'm not here and something's happening and I get a phone call to come see what's going on, they're talking to her. So I'm confused.
Well, I don't know why. Because she inserts herself into it. This morning, she came up. I don't know where she came from. She came up and was saying that she was the parent and guardian and trying to pull
because that's how she's listed.
She's not listed as a parent.
Well, she's not listed as a parent, but she's listed as the guardian.
I know. We were looking for a parent. We tried to calm her down. We were trying to calm her down today. We didn't want to put her in cuffs.
She's going to do that.
She's not going to do it.
Like I tried to explain to detectives. She has 4 encounters. One was when she was in school. She's walking down the street. I guess something happened at one of the stores over there in Garden City. She just got to school. I'm literally on the phone with her, talking to her. Whatever happened, she didn't have nothing to do with it, and she was walking down the street. Officers came up and she said, well, I don't know what's going on back there. I'm on the phone with my mom. I'm going home. She stopped to pick me up. They grabbed her, picked her up, and body slammed her, and then turned around and put her back. She was out here and the incident happened, and she was just standing there. They told her, she was like, well, I don't have nothing to do with it. I'm just standing here. Officer grabbed her again and pushed her up against the barbell, so she had bruises and stuff on her face. So at this point, she didn't trust anybody. With him, he literally standing in between my screen door and my door, and one of your officers took and did like this, and then she pulled a gun out and cocked it back at my child, and he's standing in his own damn doorway because he was standing like this.
Officers wouldn't cock her wrong.
She did, because I said something to Stalker, because I told Stalker to make her take off her shit, because I wanted to whoop her ass. And she was just like, I'm sorry, I thought, don't think. He's in his doorway. If he's standing like this, and he's in his doorway, what did you have to do that for? If you're too scared, then you don't need to be out here.
Well, like I said, I don't know the experiences before, but those ones, you said somebody came up to her. This one, she put herself in this situation. So like I said, I don't know about the other situations. She inserted herself, she was yelling. Like I said, she was being disorderly.
Yeah, about her siblings, yes.
Yeah, I know. So that's why we're trying to get her name. We didn't want to do anything. All right. We really didn't. We was just trying to get a name.
Oh, he didn't tell you. He has all their information. He knows us.
We didn't know hers. I didn't get it this morning either.
Oh, he knows everything.
So,
Between him, Scoggins, and him, they know all my kids' names, so why nobody asked them? They could have told you all my kids were. This is how much they come out here and talk.
And then I heard you say something as you came up, and nobody was in your house. I don't know who told you that.
Oh, he said that himself that, oh yeah, we bum rush your house.
No. We went to the house because she was trying to push him inside. When he was inside, she got in front of the door. Nobody went in the house. Then that's when we detained her. Nobody went in your house, man.
Well, you need to tell your detective to stop lying, because that's what he just told me, that you guys went in my house.
I didn't know. No, ma'am. Me and him were the ones at the door that detained him, and nobody got past us.
You know me.
What's up?
Okay, you know me. Nobody went in your house. I give you my word. I was saying, now the investigator stood at the door. He never went in. Your son came out on his own. No officer went inside your house. I give you my word on that.
All right, so what's up with Detective?
He's out here dealing with someone. Just like I came out here last time, and your daughter over here kept running mouth, kept yelling at everybody, kept trying to act all, Billy Badass. What I tell you then, it was going to wind up and turning into this. I told you that last time she did that stuff with me, that she was going to wind up getting charged with it. And that's exactly what happened. Because I understand you trust your daughter to look after your son when you're not here. Mm-hmm. Eyes of the law, we show up. I explained this last time too. Public housing, we have the authority to identify anybody we find in public housing. She can't stop that. You can't even stop that. You have to be there if we are questioning your children in regards, or any questions that could incriminate them. So if I'm going to sit there and question your son about what may or may not have happened over here in Precinct 3, I need you present. To identify him, I do not need you present. I would like.
Okay, see, everybody got something different to say.
And this is what I explained. I don't know the other one's name, but his mom is out here. I explained it the same way. All we were trying to do, and we made that clear, we were just trying to identify him. Get his name, get his information, confirm where he lived. Now, anything past that, we'd have had you here before we started questioning anything. But then, just like last time, your daughter wants to start shooting off her mouth, talking about how she's gonna go off in a minute, start running around, screaming, hollering, acting like she's about to throw down with everybody out here, getting everybody else out here riled up. And just like I told you last time, what it turned into. Now she charged for it. Last time we let her walk off. This time, no. All we did was detain him. Because the same thing I told you last time. In public housing, we have the right and authority to identify anybody we find in public housing. Because it's public housing, that's the law. We asked him to identify, he decided he wants to run around, show out, act a fool. So he detained until we could positively identify him. Past that, that's where the investigative method comes from.
Why did he didn't tell you who he was?
Trust me.
This ain't that one get him riled up. Everybody over there, you know how these kids are. Last time we talked about it too. These kids get everybody amped up, and they want to show out.
But why he didn't tell you guys who he was? I know you know. I know they didn't
because
know.
of her.
But I know you know and he knows.
But like I said, once she started getting everybody amped up, riled up, he stood there for a minute. I mean, he wasn't really cooperating with us, but he wasn't running around acting a fool. Once she got everybody riled up, then he's running in the house. She's trying to block us in the door, talking about waving her arms, talking about going off on everybody. So now she charged. He's still getting identified, so she ain't changed nothing but the fact that she got a court date in the future.
All right, Mom. So we're going to let her out of the vehicle so I can take that one cuff off her. Can you just please calm her down while we do that?
Oh.
You mentioned me this for what? We got to go. It's orders be fun, though. Because you can yell. That's my freedom of speech. I can yell if I want to. You can't tell me how to talk. That's freedom of speech. That's in the law. That's First Amendment, baby. So who don't know their rights? Yeah. But then what's the second charge about? Disorderly conduct. Why? What's disorderly conduct? Well, basically, the obstruction is because what's obstruction? What I did, I didn't fight them back. I didn't resist arrest. No nothing. I walked to the car and all.
I was trying to explain all that.
So what's obstruction? Because when they were trying to talk, and it's on camera. So what's obstruction? If they try to talk to me and I don't have to legally say nothing back. They were trying to make him identify himself. And he knew that officer, right? They seen him come out the house. So how you gonna make a child identify themselves? If you seen him come out the house, then he clearly got no shoes on. He was not outside when y'all first pulled up. That's what I'm saying. So again, man, where my camera at? Because all that shit was recorded.
I can explain it to you.
Y'all right. All that shit was recorded. All that shit was recorded.
Who got the
All that
video?
was recorded. Yeah. Mr. Leader.
Whether she got video or not, ma'am, she needs to step out the car.
Mr. Leader. Took. You can talk to him. Y'all they started come on the side.
Go to jail.
I tried to explain it to her, but
I be damn going for it. Bitch, you gonna have to come get me. I promise you that.
ma'am,
You talking to him? Why is that saving people?
Miss Coleman.
Ultimately, both of her children were released. However, her daughter was charged with obstruction and disorderly conduct, with a court date set for a later time. Regarding the shots fired incident, the investigation